And Senegal bids au revoir to French forces. The country's presidential representative exclusively tells RT that foreign troops have no place in the West African nation.
We've just returned to normalcy. The situation has normalized. Only one army should be present in a country, the army of that country.
Finally, it is déjà vu for France, which has once again been given its marching orders in Africa. Senegal has now told Paris to pack up and ship out by the end of the year. We had an exclusive chance to learn about what motivated this move from the nation's presidential representative.
It was an anachronism. I know not so many countries where foreign troops are present. It was a thing of bygone days. We've just returned to normalcy. The situation has normalized. Only one army should be present in a country, the army of that country. Relations between France and Senegal will develop on a mutually beneficial basis. That is now our course. That is how it should be perceived. Indeed, French troops should be withdrawn by September. In my view, this process is ongoing, and that is normal.
What is the difference between the current era and the previous era?
The difference is that we are now claiming more sovereignty. This is a long struggle. It didn't happen all of a sudden. It is a struggle that took time, and that actually led to the desire for greater military and economic sovereignty. In my view, Africa must assure its own military sovereignty. It is an urgent matter. You cannot expect somebody else to come and die for you. That does not happen anywhere. That's why African armies need to modernize. There was a period of neo-colonialism, which simply means that the colonizing countries retained their interests in Africa. That is quite clear. That is exactly what we would like to change, because that period did not lead to any development. Why do young people today refuse to accept past relationships with other countries? Because they see that Africa is still the poorest continent in the world. So why do we need them? We have to solve our own issues on our own. But that doesn't mean we are going to cut ourselves off from the rest of the world. It's absolutely not about that. It means that we want to establish new relations based on equality, on mutually beneficial conditions, and taking into account, first of all, our interests in the use of our resources, which is also very important. We are talking, first of all, about our minerals, gas, and oil. And for this, we need to create a system of governance, first of all, effective governance, which is very important, and to fight corruption. Our partners must realize that the past is over. Nevertheless, we are fully open for investment and for cooperation, but we are ready to defend our interests resolutely. It's all part of the ongoing process of decolonization. You have to understand it that way. Independence was declared in 1960, but it did not end there. We are now at a stage where the young African population wants to change the destiny of Africa. That is what is important to understand. Why should Africa be a cradle of human poverty while it is an extremely rich continent? Why? The only thing to understand is that while the West was making the Industrial Revolution, we were struggling to exist. We fought slavery, we fought colonization, neo-colonization. Africa has managed to resist, has managed to fight, and our struggle is not over yet. That is why it is good to see that the new generation is also continuing this struggle that has been going on for a very long time.